Good afternoon, everyone. It's truly a pleasure to welcome you to the grand finale of Tata Consumer Products Case Study Challenge Grow Beyond Better. I'm Sanika Joshi, and I'm delighted to be your host for this special occasion. First, a heartfelt thank you to all of you for being here with us today. Grow Beyond Better is more than just a competition. It's a platform where the brightest across India come together to solve real business challenges and reimagine the future of FMCG. Over the years, this platform has grown into a vibrant showcase of talent, creativity, and problem solving. Last year, Team SRK from Bitsom walked away with the crown. Grow Beyond Better has truly transformed over the past 5 years. From just 2,000 registrations first season to an incredible 14,265 registrations in its fifth season, which is this year. The journey has been one of continuous growth and of expanding impact. This season, we witnessed an overwhelming interest from over 850 campuses pan India, and all rallying around our case study, Ching's winning in Korean noodles. It's truly inspiring to see nearly 1,000 innovative ideas this year, making it a real challenge for our evaluators to select the top 40 submissions. The panel, comprising of industry experts, IIT and IIM alumni, and entrepreneurs, created by our partners at Unstop, especially highlighted the remarkable creativity, the attention to detail, and the business acumen, which was demonstrated at such a young age. We deeply appreciate the commitment of all of the participants who invested their time and energy despite their demanding academic schedules. Please take a moment to congratulate yourselves on this outstanding effort. Well done. The top 13 teams advanced to round 2, where they had the opportunity to present their ideas before the TCP jury. After a rigorous round of defending their proposals, 4 exceptional teams earned their place in today's grand finale. These finalists were then mentored by TCP's emerging leaders who helped them in refining and sharpening their pitches. And now they stand all ready to showcase their work, battle it, and emerge out as winners. In fact, champions, as I may say. Now I would like to invite Mr. Rakesh Kothari, Senior President and Category Head, Capital Foods at TP, to share Ching's journey, which is quite similar to Grow Beyond Better, one of continuous transformation, fueled by innovation and agility to meet the evolving consumer needs and aspirations. Mr. Rakesh, the floor is all yours.
Hi everybody. Again, I think already Sanika covered, but once again, a congratulations and big thank you to all of you for all your effort and now being a part of Grand Finale. Just introduce myself. I'm a chartered accountant by professions and having more than 3 decades of experience. I had worked for 16 years in a French multinational, which is basically a 350-year-old organization called Saint-Gobain or Saint-Gobain. And last 10 years, I'm working with a Capital Food and seen a multifold growth for Capital Food, and very happy in last 2 years to be a part of a Tata Consumer, the trusted brand of India, Tata. And if you take the journey of Capital Food, the Capital Food or a Ching's brand, we are a category creator. Be it Szechuan chutney, which has been created in 2015, a pasta masala in terms of more than 10 years, or you consider anything Chinese masala. We wanted to be hatke. That is the reason we have also moved into Chinese masala rather than doing pav bhaji or a chana masala in terms of all this area. In terms of our focus, basically, we want to provide a convenience to all our consumer with the best quality to cook with a dump-proof recipe in all areas, so they are confident in cook inside their house, best quality product at a best possible price. One of the example of Hatke can be in 2014, we appointed Ranveer Singh or Ranveer Ching as our brand ambassador, where he was not a brand ambassador for any of the product. And as today, I think he is endorsing many brands. At the same time, he after Durandar 2, I think he is at a next level now in terms of office area. One more example I can say way back to 10 years back, something called I Love Desi is a thing which has been, tagged on each every chain's product, and that's something which has brand equity and consumer recall. So this is a brief about the chains, the capital food and all the best of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh, for the wonderful insights. Now let's see a video which covers TCP's 5-year.
5 years ago, we hit the fast forward button and boldly forayed into the FMCG game. From tea and salt to snacking, hydration, breakfast, and beyond, we became the new age FMCG face of the Tata Group, and this is our journey. 2020, the year of transformation. Tata Global Beverages evolved into Tata Consumer Products. Tea met salt. We acquired 100% of NourishCo, and For Better became our way forward. We scaled fast. Soulful joined the journey. Starbucks soared to new heights. We laid the groundwork, built a solid distribution base, started crafting a robust digital backbone, established a foundation strong enough to propel us into the future. We became a giant distribution engine. From hydration to health, we spotted white spaces and filled them right. With our innovation engine firing and more people embracing growth mindsets, we began shaping a future-focused organization, one that inspires us to always aim for better sourcing, for better nutrition, for a better planet, for better communities. Smarter, faster, hungrier, we dug deeper into rural India, welcomed Organic India and Chings into our growing family, and reached 275 million households. 150 plus product launches in just 5 years. Our innovation to sales ratio surged to 5.2%. Growth businesses now contribute 28% of our India portfolio. And as the days roll by, we are taking the growth to the next level. Over the past 5 years, we've delivered consistent growth. Net revenue has expanded at a strong 13% CAGR. EBITDA has grown steadily at 14% CAGR. And net profits have accelerated with an impressive 23% CAGR. Meanwhile, our stock prices have scaled at a staggering pace. The journey has only just begun. Powered by empathy, integrity, agility, excellence, ownership. We are one dream, one unstoppable team. Tata Consumer Products. For better.
Okay, now it's time to present the jury for the afternoon. First up, we have Mr. Tarun N.P. Verma, Global CHRO and Sustainability Officer at TCP. We also have Mr. Rakesh Kothari, who is the Senior Vice President and Category Heads at Capital Foods, and Ms. Akanksha Dikshit, who is the Vice President of Planning Product Supply Organization in TCP. Esteemed jury, we are eager to hear your valuable insights. The floor is all yours.
Thank you so much, Sanik. And I'll just echo what Rakesh mentioned. This is really effort put in by 14,000 people who first joined us, and then all those who took the effort to come in and present, put forth their case studies, and then of course we've come down to the final now. So I'll just keep it short. Looking forward to it, and all the very best.
Sorry, I've already covered, but I will keep it short, and all the best to all of you.
So being on this panel just takes me back a few years. I will say few years because I'm hoping I'm not as old. So being on this panel just takes me back to my own days and the excitement there is in tackling such challenging case studies. I'm looking forward to some of the great insights of view on what we saw as presentations. It looked like that there is a lot of work and rigor that has gone into putting the analysis that the teams have done. Look forward to hearing more and some of these insights which we can take into implementing in our business challenge today. All the best to all the contestants. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot to our jury for sharing their insights as well. Following are the guidelines and the ground rules of the competition. Okay, so each presentation will be for 8 minutes, followed by 7 minutes of Q&A, that is question and answer with the jury. The buzzer will signal the time at the 7th and the 8th minute presentation time. So minutes, and after 8 minutes, there will be a buzzer. The buzzer will signal after 7 minutes of Q&A as well, that is the question and answer with the jury. And the evaluation would be on the depth of the research, novelty and scalability of idea, and the financial viability of proposal. So it's time for the final showdown. All the best. First, we have Team Amrit. Hope you guys are ready to give a great performance. All the very best. You may share your presentation in the full screen mode.
Okay, so is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Shall we start?
Yes, please.
Okay. So a very warm good afternoon from Team Amrit. Today we are here to represent how Ching's gains market share in Korean noodles market. My name is Ayush, and here are my teammates Shruti and Zulfikar. We started our primary research with the interesting question: do you know Ching's offer a Korean noodles? I am unable to change the slide. Now it's okay. So we have started our primary research with the interesting questions. Do you know Ching's offer a Korean noodles? From our primary research of 121 respondents, we found only 37% of people didn't know that Ching's offer a Korean noodles. 41% of respondents cited higher price. 60% of people tried, but only 16.5% purchased regularly. 26% of people mentioned that Korean noodles are not available near them. There is a strong opportunity. 54% of respondents are willing to pay between 50 to 100 rupees. On the retailer side, distributors and retailers earn less margin on Indian brands. And based on these insights, we divide the market into 4 distinct consumer groups. First, fire enthusiast, Korean explorer, spice resistant, and value adopter. Our target age group is 15 to 35. Next.
Zulfika, we are unable to hear you. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we started our secondary research by comparing current Korean offerings with the industry leader Bullak, and we found that there is a consistent 0.4 star rating less on Amazon and Flipkart. But on if you look at on quick commerce, the average ratings were higher because people there is a convenience bias, and also there is a no comment section on the e-commerce. Based on our analysis, we found that there are three major pain points along with the cost, that is smell, texture, and taste. Coming to white space analysis of Indian Korean noodle sector, we found that brands exist either in low commodity, low price zone, that is Maggi and Yippee, or imported ones, that is Samyang and Nongshim. There is a big white space in low price and high authenticity section. So we want to reposition Ching's from low authenticity to high authenticity brand in Korean noodles.
Next. So Ching's always positioned itself as an Indo-Chinese brand with the tagline "I love Desi Chinese." So people also perceived it the same way, which we found in our research. Korean cannot feel like Indo-Chinese. It needs a distinct identity. Keeping CEO's vision in mind and about expanding the portfolio to cater evolving needs, we are suggesting a sub-brand under the master brand Ching's, and we are naming this sub-brand as Yori by Ching's. Yori is a Korean word which means food preparation and cuisine. We are positioning this Yori by Ching's as a dedicated Korean line with distinct packaging, separate visual language, backed by Ching's with the tagline Core Korean. Next.
Ayush, you are on mute. Mute.
Okay. So building on our big idea, we are launching a new sub-brand with a three clear point of differentiation. First, customized heat control. We provide a sachet with a two partition. This address our target group 1 and target group 3. Second, authentic ramen texture. By using alkaline salt, we deliver a more authentic noodle experience. And third, a smart pack ecosystem with a QR code inside the packaging. Today, the category is stuck in the chasm where people try the product but don't stick with it. Our solution helps cross this gap and turn first-time users into the regular customer. Next.
Coming to our product categories, we are offering our SKUs in the two categories. Next slide, please. We are offering our product in two categories. One is hot and spicy, and second is a soupy comfort. We offer both veg and non-veg in both these SKUs. We have given naming of these SKUs as per Korean origin to give some authentic resemblance. Our both these SKUs cover 70 to 80% of the category demand. On food tech side, there are three major highlights. First is the authentic noodle texture. Second is multi-stage heat progression. And third is three-layer flavor system, which includes powder layer, oil layer, and texture layer. Next.
6 phases, 8 months, and 3 strategic objectives: earn credibility, create culture, build habit. We anchor on Tata Samriddhi network. This allows us to scale from 5,000 to 30,000 plus outlets in 8 months without building distribution from scratch. We will start with building curiosity with mystery teasers and heat is coming hashtags to street launch through food trucks called Yuri Heat Caravans for trial and samplings in 6 cities, at the same time scaling to 5,000 tier 1 GT outlets and quick commerce launch. Then we build cultural momentum through creators and influencers like Anushka Sen posting contents. What is this heat everyone is talking about? And then finally launching a cultural event named Fire Dojo with guest appearance of Rashmika Mandana. At this stage, we will be scaling to 20,000 outlets and empty activation. In the community retention phase, we are having QR code inside packages and Yuri stickers and finally expanding to 30,000 plus outlets across tier 1, 2, and 3 cities. 1,000 empty stores and 850 plus quick commerce dark stores. We have taken Anushka Sen and Rashmika Mandana because of their earlier association. Through our GTM, we would be able to generate 70 million impressions with approximately 3% conversion rate, thereby serving around 21 lakh customers and targeting all our target groups. Next.
So this is basically the extended version of our GTM strategy. Here we are showing the kind of content and different posters we will use to keep the audience engaged throughout. Also, we are showing the Gantt chart for the GTM and the channel distribution. Next.
So as per our customer conversion, we would be able to sell 21 lakh SKUs in year one, which will generate 17 crore revenue for Yori brand in year one, which will growing to 121 crore by gaining 5% market share every year. As per our model, our break even would be around 4 years. Coming to unit economics, the major components are COGS, which is 40%, trade and channel margin is 25%, 5% is marketing, and EBITDA is 17%. All these are in line with the industry standard. Coming to the price index, we have priced our product in between the imported expensive ones and the commodity zone, hence enable us to reach the mass market in India. We are proposing investment of around 15 crore, where 50% would be going into brand building and marketing, 25% would be in product development, and distributor and trade will contribute 15%. Our NPV for this project is around 10 crore at 10% cost of capital. As per our primary,
You have last 30 seconds. I would
as per our
request you to please wrap it up.
as per our primary research, we have distributed our SKUs in to 60 to 40 veg into non-veg and 60 to 40 ratio also in instant versus soupy noodles. Next.
For next phase, we have planned for wellness noodles like protein-based and shirataki noodles and bundle packs to deliver to drive the sales. Speaking about the next big segment, we are planning to create sub brands to cater different South Asian cuisines.
Next.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. I think it's a hard stop.
This is our Yori AI command center. That's it.
We will now open the floor for questions. I would request the jury. Yes.
Yeah, so I'll just go in first. Thanks for the insights, team. One question from my side. What do you think is the core product proposition that you were suggesting, which will make Ching's Korean noodles stand out among imported brands? So from a product standpoint, is there any thought that you guys have given?
Yes, for that we have worked on three parts. Like first one is about the texture of the noodles. For that we have used alkaline kansui salts, which creates a. Ayush, can you move on to the food mixing slide, which
Yes.
creates the
Authentic texture.
authentic texture and raises the pH of the dough and gluten network strengthens, which gets attached with the masalas. And for masalas, we are using gochugaru, which is Korean heat profile. And for the flavors, we have used another texture layer, which includes mushroom chili slices and chicken crumbles based on the SKU.
Thanks.
Adding on to Shruti's point, so these insights which we are focusing on our food tech is based on our primary research. We got the inputs from them from that, and we have incorporated this in our food tech to directly address the pain points.
I can go next. So I have a couple of questions, team. Firstly, it's a nice presentation. You explained yourself in a well-structured manner. Question one, you've essentially taken away Ching's and you've replaced it with a brand called Yori. So what happened to all the sunk investment in Ching's? Number two, Ching's is essentially what has never been discovered as a category. It's Desi Chinese. It's a very unique proposition. What is the Desi Korean in what you're offering?
So I would like to answer that. So you're addressing your first question, we are not diluting away from Ching's. What is happening is that what we found in primary research that people are not considering Ching's to provide authentic Korean noodles. They're considering it as a Chinese, Desi Chinese company. So the people who are targeting or want to eat the Korean category, authentic Korean, they are not choosing this brand. So that's why that was a rationally proposed a sub brand under Yori, which will focus completely on the Korean authentic section. So that's answer first part. And can you just repeat the second part?
So I would like to take the second part, which is about how we are diluting with the Korean to make it like in semi-Indianized version. For this, we are using the spice level. Since Indian consumers are not adopted to that much of spice level, we are using Kashmiri chili as a familiar spice entry because gochugaru has some pungent taste and smell. So people will are adopted with the Kashmiri chili flavor, which is easy for them to start with the Korean noodles. We also incorporated black peppers, which will create an after warmth, that is back of the throat warmth. For the smell, we have used some sesame aroma and some ghee form ghee swarm notes. This will enhance the smells, which will make it familiar for the Indian consumers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
Is there any channel mix that you are proposing split between quick commerce, e-commerce, modern trade, and the traditional trade? Is there a channel mix that is proposed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It is proposed in the channel and distribution
Go to
slide.
slide.
Yes.
Next one.
With this one. So for quick commerce, we are taking 18% and e-commerce 27%, because we have seen from our primary research that most of the target groups use quick commerce for the purchase, and e-commerce has 27% reflects the Ching's pre-built digital shelf. So we are using 27%. And for the GT, we have 28% and MT 18%. We have also focused on Horeca because while doing this case competition, we got to know that most of the campus outlets doesn't have Ching's offerings.
Yes.
So we have focused on that as well.
And also to add to Shruti's answer, we have focused on GT and MT a bit more because from our primary research, we found that people are not able to find these Korean noodles in the stores. So that's why we have just focused a bit more on the offline part, and also we can leverage the TCPL's retail chain to reach the offline channels through GT and MT.
So the Gen Z that we are largely going to be targeting as part of your teaching, do you not think online is a more relevant channel considering the growth that we're seeing in quick commerce and e-commerce?
Yeah.
Of course, online. Yes.
Shruti. So we are focusing on the online part. The thing is, the online quick commerce is basically exist only in the tier 1 cities where there are dense dark stores available to to offer these SKUs. In tier 2, tier 3, there are we have checked it, and there are no Korean noodles offering available in the inventory of the dark stores. So for tier 2, tier 3, we have to go through this retail chain to reach the mass market also, because that was the problem statement we were given.
Thanks.
And adding to Zulfikar's point, in today's recent articles, one article is showing that almost 88% of the kirana, like grocery, is still selling from the kirana stores. So we cannot just avoid that GT outlets. So that's our focus on.
So just to add to what Akanksha has asked, the price point which you are talking is between almost 69 to 89. Do you feel if we have to go to rural or GT, is it a right price point, or do you have any different view that we should have a different price point?
So, firstly, our average selling price is around 78, considering all the 4 SKUs which we are offering. The margins which we have researched, so the margins in quick commerce are a bit on higher side compared to GT and MT. So for the long term, pivoting to tier 2, tier 3 cities, GT and MT would be a more helpful to us, because the margin share we would be providing them would be less, and also by leveraging the TCPL Samriddhi program, which we got data from our mentors in our mentorship meeting, so we can scale that GT and MT through that channel to reach the mass market. So that's why we have decided our channel mix according to that.
Okay, sure. I'm so sorry, but I think there is a hard stop for the Q&A section as well. So we have come to an end to it. Thank you so much, Amrit, for the wonderful presentation followed by the Q&A. Next up, we have Team Falcon. Team Falcon, looking forward to a great pitch. All the very best. And you may share the presentation in the full screen mode. The floor is all yours.
Yes, sir, can you share?
Yes.
Is it visible?
It's coming.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So, good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Falcon, and I am Ashish, and I'm joined by my teammates Akshat and Matt. So, like, imagine this: that a college student in Indore watches a Korean drama at night. He sees Korean noodles steaming glossy, and he wants to try it. So he opens a delivery app, finds the price to be 150. Okay, he changes his mind. He goes to a kirana store, finds nothing. He then it tries somewhere once. It's too spicy, too mushy, and never buys again. So that's that's not a niche problem. That's an entire category failing to scale in India, and that's exactly the gap that we are solving. Now moving on to the consumer analysis. Next slide. Akshat. Yeah. So moving on to the consumer analysis. So like the honest truth about Korean noodles in India, it has a lower repeat rate. Not because Indians don't like Korean food, but basically because nobody has built a Korean noodle for an Indian consumer. So there are two kinds of people in the market. The first persona that you are seeing is Shreya. A 21 already buys Samya. She loves the trend. She repeats, and not because the product is perfect, but because the identity is deep. And then we have Samir. So he belongs to a vegetarian family and he has seen the reels. He wants to try, but doesn't know where to start. So Samir is not a niche. Samir is basically 60% of the volume potential category, potential in this category. And every Korean brand in India is built for Shreya. So here is what Ching's makes different from every competitor on this slide. Nissin has Japanese origin. Longshim has Korean credibility, but neither of them has what Ching's has. Like 28 years of trust with Samir, he already buys Ching Szechuan sauce every week. So he already trusts the brand on bold Asian flavor. So the bridge to Korean is already built. It just hasn't been walked across yet. So next slide. So coming to the adoption triggers. So first is the Hallyu effect. Basically, the K dramas are driving the curiosity for Korean food. And the second is the social virality. Like trends like the fire noodle challenge are creating buzz and FOMO among the younger consumers. Based on our primary research, we found out that 89% have never tried Korean noodles because they think that they have a perception that they are non-vegetarian. And at the same time, kiranas aren't stocking them because consumers aren't asking. So there's a clear demand supply gap. So the two big barriers are basically the price point of like 120 to 150 is too high for a regular consumption, and the flavors, unfamiliar flavors, that are too foreign, and packaging can create heritage. So this is where Ching's wins. It already has an Indianized Chinese cuisine and can do the same for Korean. Familiar enough to trust, but exciting enough to try also. Akshat, now you can continue.
Thanks. So now this is where our science meets the street credibility. So our innovation is consists of two layers: the noodle block itself and a four-session architecture, which right now nobody else is using. So let's get to the our core innovation, which is the noodle block. So we have gone through peer-reviewed breakthroughs, and we find out that if we have a micro pore extrusion, we are able to create tiny pores on the noodles during the surface manufacturing. So this is more or less the same physics as the puffed rice. Not to mention, like when we have pore, we will able to absorb the broth faster, and it will lock the flavors more nicely, as it is one of the like issues which our consumers face. Second one is to add the gluten to the wheat. So like research have showed that if we add around 3% of the gluten, then we will be able to deliver the maximum chewiness and to match the authentic Korean noodles texture. And the beautiful part about this is that we just need to have a rupees 15 lakh modification die in the existing Ching's lines. So it is a low capex and not any new equipment requirement. Now coming to the four session architecture. So our first one is the same chassis which the like Ching's is currently providing. Our three new chassis are: the first one is the fire heat strip. So we basically divide it into the three different zones to have a different level of chilliness, like different level of heat which you can control. Our third sachet is achari kimchi toppings. It is basically like crunchy dehydrated bites of Korean kimchi with the tangy achari spice. And our fourth one is sesame garlic finishing powder. So it is an authentic like Korean seasoning that rounds off the heat rather than decreasing it. Um, so we are thinking of launching it at two different prices. One is 69 and other is 99. The 91 is the soupy noodles, which will be kind of premium one. And 69 will be the dry one. We also got to the unit economics, and we were able to get around rupees 12.85 of contribution. Now let's talk about the product that which we think will redefine the cup noodles market. So basically, one of the basic universal problem is that we never know when our cup noodles will be cooked perfectly. Like you put in the water, you close it, but we can't know whether it is overcooked or undercooked. So to solve it, we are basically like suggesting to go with a thermochromic ink that changes the color according to the temperature. So we are thinking of launching it into two phases. The first is just a simple two-stage colored ring. So basically, we will have it outside the cup on a thin plastic foil so that it doesn't violate any FSSAI guidelines. So in this, like once you will pour the hot water, so initially it will change to the green, and as the noodles started cooling down, it will started changing to blue. So we can tell our customers like, okay, like once it is changed to blue, like now it is ready. Our second phase is the four-stage ring. So basically, it is an advanced version of thermochromatic ring. Here we will have different stages of ring, basically going from blue to orange. The reason we are doing this is because like as the water cools down, the texture of noodles does change, and if a person want to have a particular type of texture, he can get it. Also, like there is no current patent regarding this in the Indian market. We have also shown the feasibility grid, and the concept is proven by the cork slide wear, and we can definitely apply it to the hot foods. Now, coming to the online content strategies which we have. So, like great products definitely need viral movements. Our content strategy has basically three activation mechanism: budget, high budget, okay, moderate budget, high organic spread, and overall virality. So, our first is QR code, like Agent Ching's AR game QR code, in which we have a card inside the pack, and then we can play it in the real life version. Ma'am, can you
Okay.
take?
Yes, I'll take over. So Color Cup you already saw in the marketing strategy what we are doing it. We are making it viral. How we can make it viral since it's a very cool product. The second it changes color, everybody wants to film it, upload it on social media and share it. So that's what we are doing. We are sending it to 500 college communities and micro influencers, and then they will do the rest of the job. They need to post it and the usual UGC content how it goes through. Then the third one and my personal favorite, Agent Change comics part. So we have used this nostalgia marketing into this. In childhood, we used to read this comic books. So what we can do, we can print miniature version of comics into on the packaging of the Ching's new product, and we can every month we can include a new issue so that the loyalty remains. That every time the repurchasing behavior kicks in. Yeah.
I think that's it for the presentation. We have a hard stop. Let us move to the Q&A round now. So I would request the jury to proceed with the Q&A. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I can go first. Firstly, thanks, folks. Appreciate the hard work and the kind of thinking you've put in here. So, Dima is going back to two things. One, explain to me again the core product innovation, the extrusion, micro pore extrusion that you spoke about, and explain that once more. And number two, explain to me the economics of this. I didn't understand when you say that your cups will be more profitable. Explain that to me once again, please.
Yeah, sure. So let me start with our core innovation. So basically, one of the few complaints that we get was like the sauce was not sticking to the noodles itself, because normal Korean noodles are not that much, like we usually slurp them rather than eat with. And Indian palate is the made up to have lots of sauce. So like we take a bite, we expect the sauce to even come after the few bites, which was not possible in the current Korean noodles. So because of that, we are suggesting to have like change the dye a little bit, and more or less you like to blow the air within the noodles itself when we are creating it, to have a little bit of like puffiness into it. Mostly we see puff fries and all those things. So it is being used in there. Also recently, like Maggie has also done a little bit. Even though we are suggesting to do it more, like have more puffiness than what the Maggie is currently doing. But yeah, that was our one of the micro for puffiness. And the second one was to add the gluten to the dough to have a more like better texture. Uh, can you please repeat what was your second question?
Explain to me the economics of why you say that your cup is, I forgot the number, but you said that the cup is, I think, 50% more profitable. Something to that
Uh,
nature.
no, we didn't say that. Like we just told like it is normally profitable. So like I have shared a screen. In the screen you can see like we have mapped it at 75 rupees, and like basically our trade margin is going around 35%. Then we have a net realization followed by noodle block, which will be same as our previous one. Then we have simple paste, heat strip, and all those condiments. Like one of the few major cost increase in it will be definitely of cup packaging because of the new thermochromatic ink part. But yeah, other than that, we are able to get around 25% of margin.
Okay, so what is the bottom right side talking about? It says viral and it says profitable. What is that alluding to?
So, sir, if I may take that, the virality part, the whole idea of suggesting all these solutions, even in the next slide, the three solutions which we suggested, AR part and the comics part and the color cup, the whole idea is to make the product viral because Chings already has an established brand. Chings through the movie, they're investing so much huge into that movie, creating top class actors, top class directors. So we believe that this is some innovation which they can make, and since it is also not patented, first of all, and secondly, it is something which will create a sort of community in among the customers itself. So through that perspective, we want to indicate yes, the numbers are there, and
Okay.
yes, we have. So yeah.
Okay.
And coming to
Let me
the
request the
profitability.
jury to come in, please. Yeah.
Yes.
Akanksha, Rakesh.
Yeah. So just coming extending to the same slide, just explain this is a very good, innovation which you are telling in cup noodle. But at the same time, will they cover the entire? There are a lot of FSI related labels and declarations and all that needs
Yeah.
to. How
Yeah.
will it fit into cup noodle if we try and cover the entire thing?
Yeah, so let me explain it. We have done research on it. So according to FSAI, basically the thermochromatic ink or any type of ink should not directly be in touch with the food product. So what we are actually thinking is that we have our basic cup noodles. On top of that, we will have a thin film of like plastic in it. And on top of that, we will have a strip of it. So it will be not like at the top, or it will not cover the whole cup. Basically, it will be at the bottom third of it, not even the whole one, just a little bit. And like as soon as we are going to pour the hot water into it, so initially it would be gray on the room temperature, and once we pour hot water into it, it will turn into blue. Now, like because it is not directly in contact with the like food which we are directly eating, so there won't be any FSSSI like approval issue. Yeah, so that was the answer to FSSI.
Also, just to add one line that these this type of cups, I mean, thermochromatic cups are already working. They are, I mean, Akshat, who was speaking just now, he himself has seen one in Singapore,
If you go to
and yeah, he
previous
was used
slide,
to it. Yes.
yeah, if you go to previous slide, just explain me the sachet two which you're saying, just to the previous slide,
This one?
lead strips.
Yeah,
If you
sure.
can just tell me what exactly you are saying, is it a three different types of
No,
sachet
no.
inside, or is it?
No.
Yeah, so
So
can you
what
explain
we
this?
are, yeah, sure. So what we were thinking on it is what like we have a basic sachet. We will fill it with red chili oil. Then we will have two different like stripes on the sachet, and like we can tell them that the first half is the chill zone, second half is the DC zone, and third half is the inferno zone. So like when they will open it, they will be able to pour only up till that line, and then they will be like, okay, I want only this much heat, and so I'm pouring only up to this much. So like kind of three different levels of heat in the single product. Like the only cost setting in it is to have print like the red chili oil and the printing of the lines on the session.
So, a couple of questions from my side. Who are you expecting your early adopters to be among the four personas that you mentioned? That's the first question. And second, do you have any ideas on low budget, high impact content strategies would could drive massive awareness and trials for the brand?
Yeah.
So
So
if
yeah,
I may take, Acha. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Ashish, you can take it. The first question you
So
can take, next
yeah.
one.
So the basically we will be targeting the urban Gen Zs who are influenced by the like Korean dramas or Korean web series, and so they are the persons who like basically want to try and explore new things, and they basically want to try like Korean noodles, different types of Korean noodles they'll try. So there's the urban Gen Zs and the basically 20s or 25 basically in the range of age group people that are looking for new expectations from Korean noodles.
So we did a primary research for this through Google Forms, and the majority of the generation which came through for it, I think we had 58 or so responses. So for that, the age group was 21 to 20, sorry, 18 to 22, and then 24 to 25 to 27. These were the major groups which were taking larger chunk of the pie chart. So that's why we put the Shreya, people like Shreya will be our primary early adopters. And your second question was, ma'am, on the virality element, I think.
Yeah, on
Uh,
some
how we are reaching into mass awareness and all
ways
that
in
stuff.
which
So
low budget, high spread content strategies.
yes. So I think if we are only focusing on low budget or something we can want to execute immediately tomorrow, I think the Chinks comics is the go-to thing. That is the reason we put it here. In fact, AR1 is my second favorite, but yeah, Chinks comics is something which we can implement. So we already have a Chinks storyline through the movie part, and we can continue that through comics part as well. And this is something which can give people like a nostalgic feeling. So this is one thing which we believe that we don't want to spend extra. In fact, people can read it and kids love it. Then the color shift is also that thing that it is user generated content they will create. So the variety will, so for example, those light challenges which people do, heat challenges and all those stuff. So on the lines of that only, it is something like that. And if so,
That
yeah.
thing also we were suggesting is like Chings has a very big brand power, and like there are only already around 350 crore Chings users already. So we were thinking of like we can put like a neck tag on the Szechuan bottles or other Chings different products and like nudge them to try their Korean noodles and all those things. Like that would be cheaper and easier option without any R&D.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Team Falcon, for your comprehensive presentation, and thanks a lot, the jury, for your insightful questions. We now have Team Mavericks, Market Mavericks. Team, trust you are all set to bring in your A game. All the very best. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Is it visible?
It's coming up. Yes, it is visible.
Can I start?
Sure. You can just put it in the full screen mode, and then you may start.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. We sincerely thanks TCPL for the valuable opportunity and the learning. We are the team Market Mavericks. Let's begin our presentation. First, start with the market landscape. India is the third largest market in the instant noodle category with 1.8 to $2.2 billion market size in 2024. And the expected growth rate is 6 to 10% CAGR. However, the masala noodles had the maximum share in the noodles category, but we are seeing the current changing growth trend of the Korean noodles. And the major barriers in this mass adoption is high price, the taste mismatch, the availability gap, and the perceived foreignness. Then next slide is about this competitive analysis. It shows that the cultural relevance. For example, the Samyang and Noxing, which combinedly cover 55% of the market share. Based on our research, the competitive positionings, which shown in the bottom of the we place the Chings as a scale disruptor. And during the research, we also got one of the insight like the dominance of the tier 2 cities like the Dehradun, Ludhiana, Bhopal, which has the more adoption rate as compared to the some of the tier 1 metro cities because of their curiosity and the cultural receptiveness. And also in the last 5 years, the Korean noodles grow 30x and which made the 300 crore market. The next slide. To understand the customer, we conducted the primary research through the survey of 312 respondents and the 15 interviews across the different age groups and then demographics, in which the 72% responded as the high price as the barrier. On the other hand, the 82% responded the experience. It is driven by the experience product rather than the staple foods. So based on our research, we created the customer persona for our target audience, who are the cake alternatives and the heat challengers are the early adopters. On the other hand, the curious followers and the retail red bars are the scale drivers. Over to Govind.
Next slide.
Govind.
Coming to the product proposition, we propose 3 SKUs for Ching's Korean Ramen. First, Korean Ramen Classic, priced at rupees 49 with balanced Korean heat. Second, Korean Ramen Intense, priced at rupees 69 with broth style seasoning. And Korean Ramen Extreme, priced at rupees 89 with high soil blend. In the right, we have also mapped the product fitness assessment of our product. Next slide, please. Now coming to the marketing part, uh, it is the most essential part is the marketing plan. We have divided it into 4 verticals. First, sampling and trial generation. For this, we suggest a blended sampling strategy where a mini pack of Korean ramen could be bundled with the best-selling Ching's Szechuan chutney and soy sauce. We can also offer an add-on option on quick commerce platforms, which is encouraged by impulse buying. And second, for Gen Z cultural seedling, we propose to collab with cinemas having Korean films and anime screenings. Additionally, K-ramen fan merchandise like bowls, chopsticks, and ramen cups could be leveraged to create a brand buzz. Third, for market conversion, we can create a limited edition flavor drops like bulgogi ramen and tteokbokki ramen. This will create buzz and test the market demand, and then the high demand flavors can transition into permanent launches. For regional marketing, city-specific campaigns and influencer collabs would be helpful to promote and localize the ramen culture. At last, for national scale, we will start from the metro cities as they would be the early adopters and gradually move to the tier 2 cities like Jaipur, Lucknow, and Indore. We also propose collaboration with restaurants to produce a co-branded menu with dishes like kimchi ramen, bulgogi ramen, and siao ramen. This will help us to reach to the masses and make change synonymous to ramen. Next up is the distribution strategy.
Now, this slide is about the distribution strategy. Chain Secrets already expanded its reach from 0.4 million to 4 million by integrating into massive TCPL network. And our objective is to capture 80% urban and 50% urban distribution within 18 months. And to capitalize on this, we are proposing a dedicated sales force for Korean noodles. So the salesperson should focus in range selling, ensuring all SKUs present in the retail. And for the urban expansion, we should appoint a sub-distributor near educational hub to service small Kirana towns. Moving into the channel-specific execution, in quick commerce, we need to use last-mile delivery apps and maintain availability of more than 90% to prevent the algorithmic demotion. And in modern trade, we have to secure a place in Korean Bay right next to the imported brand like Samyang and Nonchim, priced at 55 rupees, which provide accessible alternative to the people. In general trade, our focus is mass penetration. We will seed the market with 10 rupees trial micro pack in hanging strip near the cash counter of Kirana store to drive impulse buying behavior. And on the right, to motivate trade and maintain supply chain, we have to set an aggressive trade margin of 21 to 26% for the premium category, which is significantly higher as compared to the mass market. We have also planned a 3-layer incentive program for the distributor and retailers. In distribution side, we use inventory turnover. If the stock is cleared faster, they will get an incentive. For example, if it is cleared in less than 10 days, they will get extra incentive of 1.5% over the base of 2%. And for the retailers, we use sellout cases. If more cases are sold, they will get more incentive. For example, if 100 cases are sold, they will get 1.5% of extra margin over the base of 19%. And similarly for the other slabs. And finally, about the field execution, we have to create a bit optimization map to identify high velocity cluster near college and hostel and prioritizing 2x weekly services to eliminate out of stock risk. And in Kiranas, we have to place orange colored spice meter describing different heat levels of the Ching's products which helps customer to pick according to their taste and spiciness. Next. And this slide is about the risk and mitigation and KPIs. We have identified 5 risks that majorly include price sensitivity and high competition in the market. Additionally, the Korean culture is trend driven and there is a risk of trend burnout in the long run. So on the right, we have also summarized the mitigation technique for that. However, the core of this slide is our KPI dashboard, which track the category growth across the 3 stages: awareness, adaptation, and national scale. For example, the consumer adaptation, we target 25 to 30% repeat purchase rate, and in the bottom, there is a cumulative adaptation rate. Next. So, Jatin, next. This slide is about the financial model and the revenue projection. Over 4 years, we scale revenue
Sorry.
from 60 crore to 290 crore, driven by expansion across metros and up to tier 2 cities. Our cost structure remained disciplined with COGS at 46%, enabling us to maintain a strong 50% margin throughout. As we scale, operating efficiency improve, EBITDA turns positive in year 2 and expand to 22% by year 4. We achieve break even at PBT level in year 2 and full scale recovery by year 3. Additionally, the tier 2 market drives higher ROE with a lower ad spend and better distribution efficiency. Overall, this is a scalable and the capital efficient model. Next.
And here is
Thank you, Market Mavericks. I think there is a hard stop as far as the presentation time is concerned. Let us move to the Q&A. Jury, the floor is all yours. It's open for the questions.
Ramcha, Rakesh, do you want to go first?
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, Tarun, you were saying something?
Now, I was saying, do you want to go first, please?
Yeah. So, just wanted to ask, basically, one of the assumptions which you have done, want to understand better. You said we will be able to launch a 10 rupee micro pack for the Korean noodle. So, how this is being calculated, if you can just explain more better?
Yes, sir. So, for example, for the 49 rupees launch price pack, the exact gram was like 82.5 gram of this pack. For the mini pack, we are giving a 22 gram the product to the audience, which would be the 1/4 of the same product, and it would be for the trial generation. So it would be costing us for on the MRP basis around 11.5. So we are giving a 1.5 rupees discount for as it is a mass trial product for us. So we have calculated it based on the gram calculation of the product values.
Okay.
So, thanks for the presentation, team. One question on the channel mix. I do see you have put up that there you want to be across channels. What's the target channel mix that we are looking at for the category?
So, ma'am, the channel mix is around. We have categorized into 3: GT, MT, and the quick commerce.
Yes.
And in the quick commerce, we are planning to implement almost 30%, and then rest 70% in the offline GT plus MT, because the quick commerce is only present in tier 1 and tier 2, which comprises of not so much big number of population. That's why it is only 30%. Despite that, the quick commerce is the uh, uh, fastest growing channel, as we already listed in our sites.
And the quick commerce help us to catch the early adopters and the hit challenges like from the social media challenges. On the other hand, the retail buyers and the curious consumers will be catered through the like GT and MT.
And from a brand standpoint, what's our right to win in Ching's in a Korean category? What do you think based on, because you did a primary research with around 300 plus participants. So was there any strong pattern which came out as a right to win for us?
Yes, ma'am. One strong pattern that we have like determined was Indian audience does not like sweet and chili flavors in combined together. So they want either spicier texture or a sweeter texture. So in Ching's, as we have already introduced the Desi Chinese, which is for the Indian palate. So in things we are not providing a sweet and like chili flavor right now as well, and we are not planning to provide it as well. Unlike like Samyang and Nongshim, they are providing sweet and spicier, for which their adaptation rate is quite low. And as we are like introducing one product with the Indian taste palette, it would be like a taste breaker for us to launch it, to launch this category of product.
Thanks.
Team, I have a few questions, but I know we have limited time. So maybe let's one thing. Let's first of all get into your financials once and explain to me once more. If you can just go to the financials page. Yeah. So I really like to hear you talk through how you made your assumptions here in terms of your revenue. The COGS piece I can understand, but just walk me through how do you expect to reach these kind of numbers? What's behind your thinking?
Sir, we read some of the researches and we found that it is based on the year-on-year growth. So we took household penetration from 6% and we expecting to grow at a certain level. So we took it as an aggressive uh, positioning because 6 to 8% to 12% to 15%. Although we believe it is somehow on the higher side, but it is possible. And, and this is the middle and upper class percentage after the GST 2.0, we think that there is a lot of chances that people will spend more. So based on this, we increase the percentage of the upper and middle class adoption. And in sub in this, there is a K culture or affinity factor. It is under our target audience. So we are expecting this is a repeat customer for us, 30%, 35%, 40 or 50% over the 4 year of horizon. So this is our main assumption behind this.
Thank you. Can you go to just watching time again? Just go to your distribution strategy once, please. Yeah. Here, you're looking at TCPL distribution, but you just explained to Akanksha that your primary focus is quick commerce. Is that what I understood?
No, sir.
No,
We
sir.
have a channel
The
mix of 30% and rest offline is 70%. So quick commerce is basically consists of 30% and the rest is because the offline is still a more volume driven sales. So that's why.
And quick commerce help us to cater the early adopters and the social media channels. On the other hand, when we want to scale our product and expand, the retails are essential for us. So it is the mix of both the channels.
Okay. And if you just now go back to your research, I'm just going back in the way that you built your presentation. Just go back to your original research. Yeah. So now explain to me this, because I've seen various elements that you've picked up, but what I noticed is mostly you've picked focus has been really on channel and GTM. But where all have you then utilized these customer profiles? So you looked at K culture, heat challenger, retail led buyer, curious follower. How is this related to the either your channel strategy or your pricing strategy or your marketing?
Sir, like when we compare this whole thing, the K culture, curious follower, heat challenger, and retail led buyers, they are like interestingly in our research, we got to know that they lie in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities where quick commerce penetration is very less. They do go to the modern trade firms like Reliance retail stores. They have like come up there, but mostly they buy from the Kirana stores. So accessibility and availability of the Korean ramen is not for them right now. So they do not have that accessibility. So it is bridging the gap between the audience and the accessibility of the product. So if the product is available in the Kirana store through our distribution network, it would be of more making more sense for them to go to the store and purchase that particular thing rather than like buying from Amazon and waiting for 2 to 3 days, which is average delivery time for tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So it is mix of convenience, availability, and the accessibility for the audience who live in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So this was our logic behind like combining both things and presenting it, more focusing on the redistribution channels.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Market Mavericks, for the insightful presentation and to the jury for your intriguing questions. Now, last but not the very least, we have Pegasus. Hope you guys are ready to give a great performance. All the very best. Over to you.
Good afternoon. I'll just share my screen. Okay.
Sure. Yes, your screen is visible.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Pegasus from NMIMS Mumbai. Firstly, thank you very much for providing us this platform. It's an honor to present in front of such an esteemed juries. So to start with, our problem statement was, how can Jinx build a distinct and scalable position in the Korean noodles category while balancing Korean authenticity with Indian taste and price expectations? Now, in order to work on this, we conducted primary research with 556 respondents across 6 different cities. And based on this, we identified 2 key customer segments. The first group is of early adopters, which forms about 32% of the respondents. These are young consumers who are highly influenced by the K-drama and the K-pop culture, and they actively seek authenticity and strong heat in their food. The second group is of followers, which is around 68%. They are slightly older, aged 25 to 30, curious about the category, but more price sensitive. They want flavor, but not extreme heat. Now, moving on to the triggers and barriers, what's driving this category is quite clear. Around 81% are influenced by the K culture and pop-up culture. 67% by viral fire challenge trends, which are trending on the social media. 74% are looking for novelty and adventure. But at the same time, there are strong barriers as well. Around 63% of the respondents feel that the price is too high for repeated consumption. Around 54% of the respondents find heat too overwhelming, while 47% of the respondents feel that the taste is too unfamiliar. There's also a trust gap. Many consumers are not really associated with any strong Indian brands under this category. Now, if we map this to the market through our customer perception map, we see that most of the brands are positioned at a high price and high perception, while Chinks already sit at a lower price brand. Now, one interesting thing we noted here is that Chinks can move into this with a high perception and low price space, combining affordability with strong value perception. And building on to this, we have identified 4 key white spaces, which are price value gap, flavor localization, format expansion, and finally a trust and distribution gap. We'll move on to the next slide now, please. Now, building on to the consumer and category understanding, we deep dive further into the primary and secondary research in order to validate our findings. And starting with the primary research, one interesting thing that we noticed was around the heat preference. A majority of the consumers prefer mid to high spice levels, which clearly aligns with the Korean flavor profiles. Another important insight was regarding the pricing. Around 40% of the consumers are willing to pay in 70 to 100 price range, which basically tells us that this is not really a price restricted category. Now, if you look at where the consumers are buying from, most of the purchases are still happening through general trade and modern trade, with quick commerce and e-commerce playing a small role. And building on to this, we realize that probably TCPL can utilize their Tetley and organic distribution, which is already there in the place, and they can take advantage out of that. Now, if we zoom out to the category level, Google research trends clearly show a sharp and a consistent rise in Korean noodles. So this is not really a temporary trend, but more like a sustained and growing consumer shift. Now, coming to the switching behavior, which is the most critical insight, around 64% of the consumers are trying multiple brands regularly, which means loyalty is very weak here. Now, my teammate Ranbir will take on to the further slides.
Thank you, Ojasvi, for giving the brief introduction about this. Now, moving on to the product analysis, we decided for Chings to win in the Korean market, we definitely need to map the competitors. That is why we have mapped about Samyang, Nongshim, Nissan, as well as Maggie. And we realized there is a massive gap over here, as well as because people in the Korean segment demand authenticity, but also due to imports, the price has been constantly up. So that is why we have placed Ching's Korean noodles in the mass prestige option over here, as well as we have launched around multiple SKUs with regards to entry level. We have the trial pouch of around 20 rupees, and the loyal customers who are actually going to buy from us, we have decided to go for a multi-pack 4 noodle pack, which will be placed at around 199 rupees. The financials will be discussed later, but the major channel mix is going to be the GT, modern trade, as well as the quick commerce, because we know to build a moat in this category, we have the fusion, we have the infra, we have the trust, we have the credibility. We just need the right mix with the right positioning. We can definitely win over. Now, Nikunj will carry it forward.
On the basis of target personas, our product innovation comes from the fact that because Indian customers, consumers are looking to have something that they can relate to, we have a masala bomb proprietary that is going to be an Indian masala. And our main target is that we would be targeting the oil, the base of the oil. So, for example, we've distributed our strategy into 4 regions: North, East, West, and South. Given the success rate of North India and West India, wherein in North India, people prefer butter, in West India, groundnut oil is more preferred. So we would be targeting that and we would be placing our product in that manner, which is what would make people relate to it. And the third one is because our 48% consumers wanted a soupy variant, we've inculcated the aspect of a soupy mix in our packet. Instead of having 2 packets in a Korean noodle, we are going to have 3 packets so that the people who want to have a soupy variant can also try their hands on it. Now, moving on, in the Indian market, the B2B gifting space is booming. So we've introduced the bento gifting concept, which is going to be a premium category placement in which we would be offering the three top noodles by Chings, and you can see that we would be offering it in that manner wherein people can add boiling water. It's like a cup noodle concept, but then once they're done with it, they don't need to throw it; they can retain it, and Chings gets back into the household without going out. Korean date night concept, because Korean noodles is majorly consumed by people within the age of 18 to 30 category. This is something they'll be able to relate to. And the way Cadbury plays themselves, kuch meetha ho jaye, we are trying to enter the market into kuch savory ho jaye. And people have that relatability and they can emotionally connect. The third one, we got inspired by Nilon's Isme Pyar Mila Hai campaign, in which they left it on the audience to decide what kind of taste suits them and what is being popularized. So we can launch an open innovation campaign wherein people can submit their recipes. The top recipes would be put under pilot research, and then we can move forward and decide on that. Now over to Ranveer.
Now, going over the customer hassles, what are they actually facing? We have actually mapped out that people didn't know that there exists a Korean noodles. So that is why with the K-drama spoof reels and multiple other things, we are trying to solve all these issues. For example, for majority of them, 55 was too risky to try it for the first time. So over here, all these hassle map, we have mapped it out so that we can cover out and target all the pain points of the consumer. Apart from that, as we know, Tata stands for its DNA in doing something towards the society as well as ESG contribution. That is why we thought of a revolution where QR code is placed on the back of the packet. And for example, if I am a loyal customer, I have around 10 to 20 packets of it. I am going to capture a selfie, post it on social media, tag TCPL, and then it is going to help us build on a Tata initiative where we can donate something towards the midday meal program as well, because ESG is not just CSR, it is the competitive advantage of today. Moving to next slide, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Pegasus. I think your presentation time is up. So let us move to the Q&A round.
Sure.
I would invite our jury to engage with the participants through their questions.
So I'll go in first. So thanks for the presentation, Team Pegasus. Quickly on 2 questions. First is, what is the product mix that you are looking at? I did see some innovations that you're suggesting on the product, which was around 3 sachet. But what are the mix of the products that you're suggesting as a range? And second, around the channel mix, what is the mix of the channels that you are expecting between e-commerce, modern trade, and general trade?
Thank you so much for the question, ma'am. Team, I'll take up the first question. Ma'am, talking about the product mix, our major focus is on penetrating through the Indian households, for which we are targeting two categories in the Korean noodle packet. The first one is working on the oil base because Korean noodles hasn't been adapted by Indian market. We want people to first relate to the product, and that will come by the oil people use in a certain region. A. B, because of the research that we figured out, people also want an Indian twist. So the Indian masalas, maybe a hing, maybe a Kashmiri chili powder. But in the oil base, we are targeting, let's say for a South India, we can inculcate kokum or a curry leaf masala into it so that people also enjoy the Korean taste, but at the same time know that we are Indian at our heart. And that is exactly where Ching's Desi Chinese was placed and it blew up completely. And over to the second question to my other
Yeah.
teammates.
Yeah, so going to the channel mix, we were hoping for to be in a phased omni-channel strategy, where in the first phase, as it was already mentioned in our GTM strategy, the quick commerce is going to come first, because according to our survey, a lot of them prefer, due to time crunch and because of the lack of availability, they prefer the quick commerce. Over there, with the help of in-store tasting as the wet tasting in the modern trade, in the phase one, we are going to go for this so that we can eventually grasp what is going to be the demand for this product. Are we actually doing it in the right terms or not? After that, there is going to be a rollout in the general trade where we have an established market, as we can also refer it back to the Tetle as of organic India, where we have the distribution. It is also targeting the same customer audience as well. So over there, we can roll out with the GT phase, and even the campus sampling for the delivery vans that go around the city go for the free tasting. We can actually capture the audience. It is going to be first generating the demand, then capturing the demand. And after that, once we have grasped the demand, we have make the customers hook onto it, we can definitely go for all three rollout: quick commerce, general trade, as well as modern trade, where we can go for a multiple KPIs like 50 crore run rate is, it was mentioned in the financial slide. So a multi-channel mix of all three channels is going to be our go-to thing.
Thanks.
If you can just go to your gross margin you have with MRP, the channels.
This is the slide. Just a minute, sir.
Anikan, can you
This
move to the
one.
financial slide?
Okay,
Yeah.
financial slide.
Yeah,
Okay.
financial slides, the gross margin. Yes.
So just wanted to understand in terms of a gross margin, somewhere you have made even for across rupee 20, 55, 70, everywhere, the gross margin will be in the range of 65% is gross margin, right? So I just wanted to understand the calculation, how it is to be done. That's a question one.
Okay.
Question two is basically for rupee, which is trial one. Will that all four sachet will be there inside, or how? What is the thought process inside for that?
Thank you so much for the question, sir. For the first question, our gross profit of 65% stems from the fact that we have also included the trade margin that we need to provide. At the same time, the cost of goods sold. Sir, we may not have had the exact markers, but then whatever best we could find out from Google, we tried to benchmark it against that. And that is what we figured out that in the FMCG industry, especially the Korean noodle market of around 300 crore rupees, this is the rate, this is the gross margin that you need in order to sustain. Second of all, sir, talking about the sampling pack, this was a staggering revelation for us that at the end of the day, no matter how many price points were there, 55, 100, people wanted the 20 rupees variant, which was nowhere there. So talking about the four samples, yes, sir, because it wouldn't be financially feasible to offer four sachets in the 20 rupees pack, we can start off with the Indian masala because that is where the consumers are headed to. Indian masala is a relatability aspect that we would need to inculcate in the 20 rupees pack. We can let go of the soupy aspect in the 20 rupees pack as well. The chili oil stays.
And also adding on to this, if this thing doesn't work out, we can also go for a combined seasoning sachet. For example, if you want to try it out, is it actually working? The three masala sachet, the masala bomb concept that we had, going with the all masala crunch, they can actually get that. Yes, we are getting that crunch, we are getting that kick from the product. So once they are hooked onto it from the trial product, they then definitely go onto it and try it out with the bigger variants. How much quantity they want? They want more of a spicy mode, they want much more of a oily mode, they can go and customize with it.
Sir, so the idea is that instead of forcing just one format, we are giving consumers the ability to customize their experience within the same pack. So they can customize it as per their preference.
Understood. Thanks.
So, team, thanks very much again for a very interesting way of presenting your proposal. Could you just go back to that earlier point about trying to map masalas and cooking oils, if I understood right, across the
Right, sir.
country?
Right.
Where did this insight come from?
Sir, we had referred to one of the reports by Zomato, wherein they were estimating the demand that is coming for Korean noodles from certain geographical areas in the country. And on the basis of that, we figured out that northeastern states, because they consume noodles a lot, and not northern India, because majority of the population, it is quite populated, were the leading indicators of where the traction is coming from. And that is what made us click because, sir, in Europe, let's say Shenzhen, there are 29 countries, and each country, even within a 10 or 15-kilometer radius, has a different language, different food pattern, different culture. And in India, because we are so vast, one product doesn't fit all. And if we were to really cater to everybody's demands, we need to at least have varying flavors so that they are able to get a hang of what they are consuming. The habits continue.
So I'll just complete what I was trying to finish here was that I can see or try to build the ethos of Desi Chinese, what Ching stands for, and try to make it Desi Korean. I get, but even within Ching's, you've got Szechuan chutney, which is Szechuan chutney across the board. So you don't necessarily say I'll have Szechuan chutney along with kadi patta for South India, for example. I'm just saying that when you have such a category which is not Indian, it's Chinese, it's good. Are we force fitting this to make it sound Desi Korean? Vis-a-vis saying that I'm trying to offer something which is authentically Korean and therefore trying to stay true with that. I'm not sure if we've got a little mixed up with the research and the insights vis-a-vis the product proposition here.
So, thank you for the question. So, what the consumers were majorly focused at is that the heat level was way too high for their taste buds. And second of all, they weren't able to relate to the taste. If I, as a consumer, would consume a Korean noodle, I wouldn't want to have it every day. Why? Because of the spice level and because it is alien in taste to me. Now, if I were to penetrate through every Indian household, I would need a strategy that people already are habituated to, sir. And that is the easiest way to make people understand, okay, I consume a certain ingredient, I find this in the same Korean noodle as well.
And also, sir, one more thing that I would like to add, it was also done by Maggie. Like Maggie launched Amritsari achar, Mumbai chatak, and Super Chennai other type of flavors as per the region. Because when we did our survey, we realized that people are more related towards the regional tastes because that is what they feel that is their core identity. For example, when I go to Indore, I like to have the food that has that Indori taste in it. I cannot find it over here. So that is what it is. Even though the core identity of Korean, the heat mapping has to be there, but with a little tweaking in the tasting part, with the regional masala mix that we can go for, the oiling base and ghee, as it was already mentioned, we can definitely capture more psychological part of the audience and we can capture on it and then we can build upon it by keeping the Korean authenticity the same.
Yeah, I appreciate the line of thinking. We can debate this, but like I said, I'm not fully sure about whether you do something for a category which is not in, I mean, if you're from Indore, I can understand Indori poha along with, how you have it might be more relatable as against something which is not even anywhere remote to India. Yeah. So I'm just wondering how that kind of was fitting in, but I appreciate you guys holding on and, kind of stating your answers very well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well done, Team Pegasus. In fact, congratulations all the team. Your presentations, I think, really kept us engaged and truly impressed throughout. We will now pause for the jury deliberation. And I would request all of you to stay tuned to discover who is going to claim the winner's title. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. May I request the jury to kindly proceed to the breakout room? Hello to all the participants once again. Before we move to the much anticipated winner announcement, I would like to take a moment on behalf of the campus team to extend our deepest gratitude to everyone who has played a pivotal role in shaping the season 5 of Grow Beyond Better. A special thank you to Anshul Rathi for helping craft this year's compelling case study. My heartfelt gratitude to all the round 2 jury members Pallavi Kotwal, Astha Jain, Digbijay Chakraborty, Raj Revath, Siddharth Anand, Palak Maheshwari, Tina Bharadwaj, Jacob George, Kailash N, Sulekha Madan, Sunil Kumar KB, Snigdha Singh, Minakshi Goyanka, and Nishit Bansal for guiding our bright participants with their insights. To our emerging leaders, Rakhi Sinha, Yogesh Nishant, Meghna Sharma, Praful Singh, Rahul Surya, Tanya Badani, Ajit Kumar, and Vedant Mate. Thank you for mentoring the finale teams and helping them sharpen their pitches. I'm very grateful to the jury members for the day. Tarun Verma, Akanksha Dikshit, and Rakesh Kothari for taking the time to be here and contribute to the evaluations. Thanks a lot. And last, but certainly not the least, to our partners, the Unstopped team. Rakshit, Prachi, Paranjay, Pradeep, Himanshu, Tushar, Akash, and Arjun for their relentless support right from the case launch to execution. You have truly been outstanding. And apologies if I have missed anyone. Now it's time for the winner declaration. So over to the jury for the concluding notes and for declaring the winners of Grow Beyond Better Season 5. Over to you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sunny. You've done a great job of just keeping us on track and on time. Thank you very much. It's been a long journey. As she mentioned earlier, nearly 14,000 students who have chosen to take part in Grow Beyond Better. This is really, a celebration, I think, of brilliant minds who come together, and the fact that the entire thing has been put together along with our partners, gone through multiple rounds of reviews, and ultimately even having our own colleagues coming in, not just assess but also mentor. I think that's the key bit. Ultimately, you're presenting to a very cross-functional team out here, right? So all of us here represent in a way the organization and the way we operate. It's very cross-functional. I think that's ultimately where business derives maximum value. I hope all of you have learned something in this entire process as well. I'm sure it must have been hard work, and knowing campus life, it must have been a few midnight oils being burnt. So thank you for doing that. I want to just call out first up each of the teams who have made it, and I just want to say thank you to all of you before I request my colleagues Akanksha and Rakesh to announce who the runners-up and who the winners are. But I think it's important for me to first of all thank I think Team Amrit, you guys from IIM Sambalpur. Thank you, Shruti, Zulfikar, and Ayush, if I have the names right. Is that correct? Yeah. Thank you very much. Team Pegasus is from NMIMS Mumbai. Team Pegasus, thank you so much. Let me just check Ranveer, Ojasvi, and Nikunj. Thank you for participating. Team Falcon, just checking from IIM Mumbai, right? Have I got the institution?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. And Team Falcon is Mayank, Akshat, and Ashish, right? Team Market Mavericks, IIFT Delhi. I'm just checking in because I know you've got multiple campuses. So just being clear as to which campus you guys are from. So IIFT Delhi Market Mavericks, Govind, Manish, and Jatin, right? So, team, it's been a finale, and I'm just adding on to the tension by talking so much. So I want to request Akanksha to first of all reveal who our runner-up is, who I believe will get a 1 lakh rupee cash prize. But over to you, Akanksha.
Thanks, Tarun. Thanks a lot, everyone, for participating and giving us this interesting afternoon where we did learn a lot and heard a lot of fresh perspective. So the runner-up for today is the team Amrit from IIM Sambalpur. Congratulations, Ayush, Shruti, and Suprikat. And just one more announcement along with it. Apart from the 1 lakh rupees cash prize, which already Tarun mentioned, we are also pleased to announce that we have decided to extend a PPI also for the three of you. Thank you. Over to Rakesh for the winner announcement.
So thanks, Tarun. So the winner is Team Falcon from Mumbai. And Akshat, Mayank, and Ashish. And as Tarun already said, I think all the teams are really done well. It was very difficult for all three of us to decide and do it. No big gap in any one of you in terms of that, but obviously we need to select the winner and the runner-up. So the winner is Team Falcon. IIM Mumbai. Thank you. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to everyone. And thank you so much for joining and participating in huge numbers. We will soon be back with the season 6. Thanks a lot and have a great evening ahead.
Absolutely, ma'am. May I add one word? I just want to take this opportunity to thank the mentors yesterday, day before yesterday when we were mentored. Miss Tanya, I'm forgetting the name, but Miss Purani and Mr. Rahul, I think they were extremely helpful in mentoring. And special thanks to TCPL for this mentorship session because we have participated in other case competition, but I think this mentorship benefit us a lot. So keep going and best wishes to TCPL as well. And thank you for giving this opportunity.
And also, I would like to thank the mentors, Rakhi and Yogesh. They helped us to refine our deck and gave us fresh perspectives. So we learned a lot from them. And yeah, thank you for the opportunity to TPCL team and the leadership to give us the opportunity to present at this level and share our perspectives. Thank you.
Thank you. The pleasure is all ours.